What are the requirements for land deals? Okay, guys, when we talk about land deals, we're talking about flipping a piece of land. That land is typically already have a parcel number, a lot, those types of things. And we're basically buying it at a discount and selling it at a discount. The idea with this is land is not very easy to liquidate. It's going to take you 6 months to a year to sell land. And most lenders don't want to lend money on a piece of land because of that reason. They typically want the land free and clear, and then they'll give you money to do the actual construction on it. So somebody that owns a piece of land that needs the money quickly because they're going through a divorce, a bankruptcy, a separation, or just needs the money, or they're just sick of paying the taxes on it, is going to want to unload that property. They would do it for a discount, and then we'd turn around and sell it for a discount. So basically what we're doing is we're buying the property. We're not improving the property, but we're taking on all the risks, the market risk, the changes that could happen in hopes to actually make a profit when we sell that property. Okay. Now, one of the things you're looking for in that area is you want to make sure there's about 100 solds in the area. Call it the zip code, call it the county, somewhere in there. You want to make sure, because we want to make sure there's enough activity. Why is that important? If there's only been 2 land sales that have happened in the last year, what are the odds that your piece of land is going to sell is probably pretty low. So we want to make sure there's enough transactions happening on land specific. So that's kind of the big thing. The second thing is we're typically looking for things between $25,000 and $75,000. Okay. Most of the land deals, you don't want to get into the big stuff. So you want to be kind of in the sweet spot. A lot of people are trying to do land deals in the 2 or 3,000. But the reason for that is they don't have the money or the funding to make it happen. And since you've got the funding, you want to be in this 25 to 75,000. That's the sweet spot. This is very difficult for most people that want to get into land to try and get into because they don't have the cash to do it. And so that's why this is really a sweet spot. So 100 solds in the area and somewhere between 25 and 75,000 is the basic things you're looking for when you're trying to find a piece of land. Now, also with this, you're buying a piece of land. There can't be structure on it. There can't be a shed. There can't be those types of things. You want to eliminate stuff that has that because when you look to the city, all they're going to call that is junk, and they're going to want it off the property, which is something we trying to avoid having to do is go haul that type of stuff off. The other thing is you can't own or occupy this property. This is something where you're buying it and you're buying it to resell that property. And the piece of land is specifically what we're looking to do. Now, for a little bit of a deeper dive when we're looking to land, one of the things you'll do with land is you'll do some due diligence. So when you find a property, put a property under contract, there's a few due diligence things that you're going to look at here. One is if the land is in an HOA. Home Owners Association is what an HOA means. And basically you would find out what the HOA is named and get their phone number. And we want to know, is the owner current on the HOA? Because if they're behind, that's going to have to get cleared up when the purchase actually happens. What is the annual cost of the HOA? What does the HOA cover? What's included in that if it is in an HOA? Now, not all land is in an HOA, and sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. But if it is, can I have a trailer or a mobile home there? We're asking that, so if we want to turn this into a rental property later, we could put a trailer or mobile home. You would have to pay off the loan to do that, but I want to know if I have that possibility. The other thing is, can I put a tiny home? Can I go buy a tiny home and put it on that property? Are you aware of water, sewer, gas, electric? The question is, how close to this property is there water, sewer, and electric on the property, or is it down the road that I would have to tie to? How close is that? Reason why that's important is the person that's going to be buying this property is probably someone that's going to be paying cash, buying this property because they want to build on it, and then they're going to take that to a traditional lender that will give them the money for construction. So knowing these things can be really helpful. Are you aware of any concerns on the property? This is my favorite. Any urban legends you've heard about? Because they may be like, oh, I haven't heard anything, and it's like, well, what's the gossip on the street, guys? Anything else I should be aware of, and taking some notes. That's a quick conversation that we want to have with the HOA. In addition to that, we want to get the zoning and planning, and we'll just Google whatever county it's in and look it up. And so, I'm calling, but really what I want to get to, what's the current zoning and what does that zoning allow? Is there a master plan for that parcel? So basically, zoning is going to have a master plan that's like, we want this to be commercial and this is going to be residential and this is this. And it may not be that way. So that's future planning of what their future plans are for that. Is the property buildable? Can I have a trailer or mobile home there? Is the property tillable? Can it be used as farmland? This is for tax deductions and some of those things as you go to sell it. Are there any zoning, land use, code, or deed restrictions related to this property? Would it require a well or a septic to be installed? Is the property part of an HOA? We should already know that, but we asked to just double check that. Do you know if there's any utility services that would come to this property, and any rumors or information? You'll be surprised how much these guys actually know. And if you're nice to them, they lots of times will tell you. The other thing that will happen is you'll do a title search. This is something the title company will do. And so we want to know what's going on here. Is the title free and clear? How much would it have to be to pay it off? Are there any breaks or blemishes in the title? Are there any deed restrictions? Any liens and mortgages? Those are the things we're going to find out as we go through our title check search. And then land zoning, current zoning, what does it allow? Master plan. Those are the questions we already went through a little earlier on that. So those are some other things you're going to be looking for. Now, I don't want to overwhelm you with that because those are things I like to do part of the due diligence once I get a property on our contract. But the main thing that I'm looking for is a place where I'm seeing 100 solds in the last year within the zip code or the county. I'm looking for a piece of land, and I'm looking for something that I'm going to be acquiring somewhere between 25 and 75,000, which means I'm going to be selling this for anywhere 2 to 3 times what that is. So if you just times it by 2 to 3, which means I'm going to sell this between 50 and 75,000, and it means on this I'm going to be selling it between 150 and 225,000 is going to be my resale price, because I'm typically trying to at least double. Resale calculator. This will give you an idea and break all this stuff down for you. I also wanted to show you just a sample deal of a deal that I did. This is in Colorado. I spent $1,173 printing and mailing. I had 7 or 8 phone calls. We spoke to 5 of those. We made offers on 3 and got 1 under contract. Purchased the land for $30,000. The title fees were $1,732. We listed the property for $69,900. We sold it for $69,900 as well. We paid $5,592 in agent commissions. We paid $857 in settlement fees. We gave the buyer a credit of $2,000 because there was something with the well or the septic, I can't remember. Our total cost into the property was $41,824, and the profit was $28,000. So that's not a bad return when you look at this and what you had to put into it. I mean, that's like a 483% return on your money, which is why I like these types of deals and why land is something I get excited about if you've got the right one.